Hi fire signs, this is Kelly from Moonpietarot. Welcome to your weekly love tarot reading for the week of May 8th to May 14th. This reading is going to be a little short because I've been super busy and I have a lot of work I have to catch up on, just get finished. So let me get started with your reading. So for fire signs, we're going to start with I laid the cards out. I already did the reading, and then I had an issue with the recording, so I'm just going to reread it again. Okay? So we're going to start with Sagittarius. So we have the Star card, and for Sagittarius for this week, it tells me that you are going to be feeling like you are. If you're in a relationship, this could be how your partner is viewing you, as being very, having it all together, really, just like a light and I said a light and shining armor. So if you're, I don't even know what I'm saying, but basically the light guiding you and you having a sense of spiritual knowing, having a sense of knowing what's the right outcome, the right situation for the week. But I feel also that whether you're in a relationship or if you're single, you're going to be feeling like the star energy. You're going to be feeling like you have everything together with all the water here, just emotionally stable, with all the rock here, also very grounded, practical, really just kind of having like you're really just feeling all together, put together very well. This card is also linked to hope. So I also feel like if you've been feeling down or depressed about things, I feel like this week there's going to be some new hope coming in for you regarding perhaps a relationship or regarding a possibility of someone new coming in. That your hope will come back. And if you've had hope, it will just really be exaggerated for this week. Something maybe someone will say to you, or something that maybe you express to another, is just going to give you a feeling of something to look forward to. There's progress, and the light will guide your way. You know, it's kind of like that "Wish Upon a Star" little song. So I feel like for you, there's going to be wishes coming true for you this week. The Star card is also the wish card. So if you have any wishes going on, whether you're single or in a relationship, this would be the week to really put your intentions out there for whatever it is you're looking for in life, or in a relationship, or with someone, or really it could be anything, any kind of relationship. And I feel like by doing that, you are going to, it's going to lift your well-being. You know, it's going to propel you in just this really happy, grateful, positive attitude it's going to give you for this week, right? And there is a good possibility that whatever wish that you put out for this week, it could manifest in the coming weeks. Obviously, we'll have to see, but I feel like that's really just the feeling that I'm getting about this card in this reading. Yeah, so I really feel like you are just being really, if there's someone in your life that you're involved with in an emotional level, I feel like they're really going to be looking to you for answers and hope. So, and that you're going to be giving it. Or if there's another person in your life who they could be acting very much like this. This person could be an Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but, or they could have energies like that. So I find that to be really, just wanted to tell you about that for some reason. Okay, so for Leo, we have the Ten of Rods. Now the Ten of Rods is really a burden card. So this card for this week coming up is I'm getting the message that you or your partner, and this is for relationships, have been, one of you or both of you have been putting a lot of extra effort and energy into something, and you may be feeling like you're not getting anything out of it. If you're in an unhappy relationship, one or both could be putting energy into it to try to keep it alive, and it's possible that it's not really going in that direction. Like maybe as if like you already know, but you're doing all this extra stuff just to try to keep it alive, and it's becoming a burden. It's becoming a burden. It's not that it's becoming, it could be that it feels almost too much to handle anymore, but it could just be like, oh, you may not even want to, but someone is definitely carrying the load. If it's not both, it's one person who is definitely carrying the weight of this relationship, and perhaps doing whatever they can to keep it going. So I think it's really important, if your partner is the one that's doing all this extra effort and you're apathetic towards that for some reason, I think this week would be the week to maybe try to find a way to appreciate them for the effort that they're putting in. If you're putting the energy in and you're not feeling like you're really getting anything out, like you've got too much on your plate, it might be a good idea to have a talk with your partner about how you're feeling, that you feel overburdened, that you're carrying the weight of everything, of the relationship. Sometimes people get busy. Sometimes we're distracted with other things, and we forget that we need to keep nurturing and taking care of this relationship. So there could be, it could be something as simple as that. It may not be that the relationship is dead. It could just be that, you're forgetting each other, or one of you is not paying attention and the other's trying to compensate for that. So, Leo, I would definitely say that perhaps ask if you can get some help with that, with this relationship, if you could maybe have a little quality time together or what have you, before resentment kicks in or someone starts feeling taken advantage of, whomever, whether you or your partner. If you're single, you could also be feeling like you are putting way too much energy into things that are not giving you anything back. Like if you are out dating and you're meeting people, but nothing seems like you're really making the effort, but you're really, really like making extra effort. Maybe you could be canceling plans with friends or family to go on dates, to meet people out of really wanting to meet someone, and if it's not happening, or nothing's been happening, it might be time to take a step back and maybe put your energy elsewhere for the week and focus on other things, definitely. Or it could just be that you could have met someone recently and are dating, and maybe they're putting in a lot of energy and you might not be feeling like you want to go down that route with them. So that definitely is a possibility. Either way, like I said, this is a burden card, and this really means that there's too much weight being carried by someone. So it needs to be balanced out. We need to have balance for this this situation. So offload a little bit for this week. Delegate. If you want to say it like that, you can delegate a little bit, or really just have a good conversation with someone, or just maybe just do something simple. If you're a man, maybe get some flowers for your partner. If you're a female, make a nice dinner for your partner. If you're single, and you haven't met anyone at all, maybe you're working too hard, and maybe you need to put your you're putting too much energy into that, and maybe you need to really get out and mingle and meet a little more people, balance it out, so you have proper amount of time for work and a proper amount of time for dating and socializing. Okay, so that's Leo. And then for Aries, we have Judgment. So something is coming into the light. There's going to be something that you may have been waiting for, like you could say like a verdict of some sort, or an answer to something. Whatever it is, something is going to come through this week that could possibly give you what it is that you are looking for, an answer of some sort. Okay? It could be coming from a partner, but it could also be something coming from you to someone else. But it's about, in a love reading, it's about having communication with someone and kind of getting to the bottom of things. Okay? So it's likely that this week that could be happening. It's just about communicating with someone what you want, what you need, and how we can go about doing that. And it could just be going both ways between two people having those communications. Whatever it is, it's kind of like there's going to be a jury and a verdict on the situation. But it's about cleansing, and it's about compromise. Okay? And it's about coming to a climax in the relationship. So coming to an answer. If you're single, this very well could just be you getting some kind of a message within yourself about what it is you need to do. Again, if you haven't met anyone, that's okay, because it could just be about you having self-realization about things in yourself and what you want and what you're doing and where you're going, and perhaps the answer coming to you this week about what you need to do. Okay, to one, maybe meet people. Two, maybe if you are dating someone, it could just be the realization of how you really are feeling about this person, if you think it's going to work out or not. It could be that. Whatever the situation is, there's going to be a verdict this week. If you're waiting for news, or you're waiting to hear back from someone, or someone's waiting for news and waiting to hear back from you, it's going to happen this week. It could be something as minor as just a quick text, or it could be something major like, it could be divorce papers, it could be marriage certificate coming through, anything that has to do with a relationship, and anything that has to do with like something where there's a finalization of something that either you've been working on or waiting for to hear. Yeah, and it's an arcana, a major arcana card, so I feel like it's something that's definitely going to, at least, I've had people say, oh, well, you gave me the weekly reading and it actually happened the week before, a few days before. So to what I say about that and these cards that I've read, that, there are no hard lines in things, even though the week on our calendar starts on Sunday, these things, life just kind of, there's gray areas. Everything blends in. So if it happens a couple days before or a few days after the week, it's coming. The cards just don't say, okay, well, it's the start of the week, so we're going to do it now. It will just come. So if it's a little late or a little early, understand this is just like a quick snapshot of what's going on within the month, but for the week. Okay, so I think that these are pretty good messages to have for this week. I definitely like the star, and I think it's important for you also to know that if you're a Leo and the Sagittarius got the star, it doesn't mean it doesn't relate to you, because this is kind of holistic, so they sit next to each other, so it can work out the entire way. So if you want to just listen, if you're a Sagittarius, you want to just listen to the Sagittarius reading, you can. I would encourage you to listen to all of it because it does relate, and you can take from it for the week what's happening and vice versa between the 3 signs. Okay, so that's really all I have for this week, and June's readings will be coming out soon. Thank you for your support and all of the subscribes, and I will be talking to you soon. Okay, thanks, bye.